Now we are going to learn about gravitational potential energy. Potential energy means the energy which is being gained by the object because of its rest position. You have studied before rest position as well as considering the height. If height is greater, the object is having more potential energy. If the object is placed at a greater height, it will have more potential energy. So the energy which is stored in an object is called as potential energy. Now this energy is related, that is, it is relative because of the height. So increase with the height, potential energy is more. So we know that P is equal to mgh. If h is small, height is small compared to the radius of the earth, then we assume g to be constant and can be used, our above formula can be used here. P is equal to mgh. M means mass of that object, g is acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height of the object where it is placed. But for the value of h, the large value of h, if the object is at higher height or large height, the value of g decreases with increase in height. As the height goes on increasing, value of g goes on decreasing. Then think, if the object is at infinite distance from the earth, then the value of g is 0. The earth's gravitation does not act on that object. So you will find smaller distance heights, the potential energy is negative, or either it is less than 0, and the objects which are at greater height, the potential energy goes on increasing and it will not come under the gravitational force of the earth. When the height is when an object is at height h from the surface of the earth, then its potential energy is negative, that is g multiplied by m into m upon r plus h, and that is negative. So r means the radius of the earth as well as the height of the earth. Capital G is gravitation force. Capital M is the mass of the earth and small m is the mass of that object. So for smaller distance from the earth, when the object is placed at smaller distance, the potential energy is less than the 0. Okay, so it becomes, potential energy becomes negative and its value becomes minus g m into m upon r plus h. Think, if we have to send a satellite away from the earth, then if you have to throw the ball very high up above the earth, what you have to increase here is velocity, the initial velocity. You have to go still down and then throw the ball high up. So the initial velocity has to be increased. So it is defined escape velocity. When you have to throw any of the object upward, its velocity decreases because of the gravitation of the earth, and the velocity becomes 0 after reaching at a particular height. Okay, and then the object comes down because of the acceleration due to gravity of earth. The maximum height to reach above the earth's surface depends upon the initial velocity. That is, you have to find out the initial velocity and make the object to reach higher. Higher the initial velocity of the object, and the object will reach high to the earth's orbit or either to the earth's surface, and the object will oppose the force of gravity. When the object opposes the force of gravity, that time that object has reached very high above the earth's surface, and this we call it as escape velocity. When you have to send a satellite or any of the rocket above the earth's surface, above the earth's gravitation pull, that time that initial velocity has to be more. So it is defined as, the escape velocity is defined as the minimum velocity required by an object to escape the gravitational pull of the earth, and it is denoted by VES. VESC is escape velocity. Its formula is under root 2gm upon r. M is the mass of the earth, r is the radius of the earth, and g is the gravity, and m is the mass, and the v is the escape velocity. So for calculating escape velocity from any other planet or other heavenly body, the mass and the radius of that planet or that heavenly body, we have to substitute in this value. This equation is not only for our earth, this equation is for all the planets to escape from their gravitation pull. Now, how this escape velocity expression is derived? Velocity naturally depends on the potential energy and the kinetic energy, the amount of energy which is being stored in that object. So here, as expression for escape velocity, if we keep increasing the initial velocity of the object, it will reach larger and larger heights. It will overcome the pull of the earth and will not fall back. It will not come back to the earth again. So it has escaped that earth forever. The velocity is called as escape velocity, and the object, to be free from that earth gravity, it has to reach infinite distance from the earth. Once it has reached infinite distance from the earth, it will never come back to the earth. That means it has escaped the velocity, escaped the acceleration of the earth, or escaped the gravitational pull of the earth. So your expression we are going to find out, m is the mass of the earth. We have taken r, capital R, as the radius of the earth. VE, we have taken velocity of the body. Small m, that is mass of the body. So kinetic energy of any of the object, we know it is half mv square. So here kinetic energy of the body near the earth, any body or any object or your satellite, you can take its kinetic energy is half mve square. Potential of the body, potential energy of the body near the surface of the earth, as we know, that is minus gm into m upon r. Total energy, that is kinetic energy plus potential energy, both these values, both the expressions, substitute here, kinetic energy plus potential energy is equal to 0, because equation it is. So half mv square is equal to gm into m upon r. Substituting, making both the sides equal, you will get v square, ve square is equal to 2 gm upon r, because from both the side m and m will get cancelled, and to remove out the square, you will put the value of ve under the square root. So you get the expression ve is equal to under square root 2gm upon r. That is the escape velocity of any object from any other planet or the heavenly body. So here, substituting all these values in for our earth. Now we'll talk about our earth escape velocity. We know the formula under root 2gm upon r. We will take this for our earth. Earth's gravitation force, that is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. Mass of the earth here consider as 5.97 into 10 raised to 24. And the radius of the earth, you will get 6.378 into 10 raised to 3. So 10 raised to 6. So substituting all these values and getting the calculation, we got the answer here as under root. Okay, the number is very big. We'll convert this into kilometers. We'll get 11.2 kilometer per second. That means the body has to travel 11.2 kilometer in 1 second to escape, to get the velocity to escape from the Earth's gravitation force. Okay, we have completed our lesson, and now after that we are going to solve some sums that I'll take it the next time.